What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be reacting to this video called The Lost World Jurassic Park Dinosaurs Compared to the Real Life Animated by Tell It Animated. Now, by the way, guys, I just want to say real quick, I'm sorry for not posting a lot of videos. To be fair, I was thinking of doing some dinosaur, sort of content, but sadly, I couldn't find any. So, because of that, that's why I haven't been posting any more videos, because I couldn't find any other videos to cover on the channel. That, and I was also just plain old lazy. So, yeah. So, like I said, I'm sorry, but at least you got the short videos, which you guys seem to absolutely love, so thank you for supporting the short videos. I am looking forward to be making some more of them, because they're actually really fun to do. So, anyways, so, for this, video, this is a continued version of this video, which is called the Jurassic Park Evolution, which this particular video I actually covered in this video. And this particular video, as you could probably already tell, this one isn't necessarily the greatest out of all of my videos that I worked on. To me anyway, it was just a little bit weak. So because of that one, I am going to be, watching this particular video first. And, because, well, why not? I mean, we recreated some of the other videos that we reacted to, so it seems only fair that we should react to this video, just in case if you guys probably haven't seen this one, or you guys just, or because this video is just plain garbage. So, without further ado, let's, react to, this, video. Jurassic Park Evolution movie dinosaurs compared to real life, 1993 animated by the same creator. So, let's go ahead and check out this video, and then we'll move on to the Lost World version. And then afterwards, we also have a fight animation as well. So, let's go ahead and see, the Jurassic Park dinosaurs compared to the latest science. Let's get it. I also might be telling you some facts about them, because, you know, why not?
Dinosaurs using preserved DNA and frog genes to fill in the gaps? Well, they won't be 100% accurate.
No, they won't.
1993 Jurassic Park dinosaurs compared to the latest science. Let's find out now. Animated. Jurassic Park's Brachiosaurus has its signature head hump with added nostrils, an S-shaped 30-foot neck, and trunk-shaped legs.
Okay, now, this is the Jurassic Park Brach. Now, I probably already said this in the, other video, that, was a pretty old one, that, like I said, it was a pretty stupid one. But I think, at that video, I said, that this particular Brachiosaurus was very inaccurate for the time. I mean, obviously for the time it was accurate, but nowadays it kinda isn't, as you can see right here. And, you'll see why, when we get on to, the rest of the video. But I personally really love this, Brachiosaurus design, because, well, it was the Brachiosaurus design that I grew up on, so, you know, honestly, you can't, go wrong with nostalgia, you know? But let's see what the real-life animal looks like.
Brachiosaurus had a thicker neck, a longer body, and more unique feet. Their head hump was less steep, and their nostrils were closer to their mouth. It's also possible, like many dinosaurs, they had more colorful patterns.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this Brachiosaurus is, like, 10 times better than that other one that we just looked at. I mean, now we've got, now we're starting to, basically, I'm like, see the latest science, is what I'm trying to say here. But, honestly, this Brachiosaurus looks a little bit better than the previous version, I would say. Because, I mean, like, as you can see right here, like what Tell It Animated said, the skull shape is not like that, and it's also, it just looks more like a generic sauropod, to be honest with you. But, Also, the Jurassic Park Brachiosaurus, which Teleanimated will basically say in this video, but the Jurassic Park version was actually inspired by Giraffe Titan, because, well, at the time, Giraffe Titan was actually confused by Brachiosaurus, and that's why you get the Brachiosaurus that we see from Jurassic Park to the current era. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy, and it's also kind of stupid that paleontologists, basically, confused one dinosaur from another. So, that was kind of stupid, don't you think?
They also couldn't chew like a big cow, nor would they rear on their hind legs.
That's true, too.
Jurassic Park's Brack was actually modeled off the similar Giraffe Titan.
You see what I'm saying?
Were closer to the film version.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying right there.
Dark markings and two crests on top of his head. It has a lizard-like frill and spits venom, two attributes that were made up for the movie. The real
Obviously
was much larger, their snouts were more tapered, their head crests sat lower, and they potentially had some feathering. Also, like all dinosaurs, they lacked the ability to pronate their wrists. Nevertheless,
Okay, so, this particular Dilophosaurus, because the movie version of the Dilophosaurus, obviously that one was extremely inaccurate. But, fun fact, this is actually my Grammy's favorite dinosaur, actually. I recently basically asked her, like, what her favorite dinosaur was, and her favorite was the Dilophosaurus, and honestly, I don't blame her at that rate. Because, I mean, look at that thing. That thing looks absolutely terrifying, but also extremely cool. And honestly, I kind of have to agree with her on that one, to be honest. One thing that I will say, I don't believe that Dilophosaurus actually had feathers. There is a very big debate of whether or not dinosaurs even had feathers to begin with, but I do believe that there are some dinosaurs that do have feathers. But Dilophosaurus is certainly not one of them. They're way too big, and honestly, I just don't think that is physically possible. I'm just saying. You guys can believe whatever you like. I just personally think that's kind of stupid for Dilophosauruses to have feathers. That's just my own little opinion.
The film's Gallimimus is orangish with artful
R.I.P. Dennis.
The adolescents have additional white markings.
Oh, that's adorable. Oh, that's so cute.
Prominent feathering and a more angular face. The live-action
Okay, excuse me, let's just, go ahead and just, get the full body here. Wait a minute.
And a more angular face.
Okay, now, as for the Gallimimus, I personally have nothing to even say about the Gallimimus, other than the fact that, well, just look at it. It literally looks like a ginormous ostrich, and that's pretty much what that is. Think of him as, like, the dinosaurs of all ostriches. That's pretty much what that is. I mean, just look at that thing. That's totally an ostrich.
The live-action Parasaurolophus features greenish coloring, a broad-beaked mouth, and its long head crest. The real dinosaur was...
Honestly, that one isn't very bad.
...like front feet, a longer beak, and they possibly use their head crest for communication.
You know, honestly, I will say this. The Jurassic Park version of Parasaurolophus is actually pretty accurate, honestly. I mean, obviously, he didn't walk on 4 legs. Well, actually, he did, but we won't go there. But anyways, that one was actually pretty accurate. But this one is obviously the real deal right here. Fun fact, Parasaurolophus is also very big as well. He's actually ginormous in real life. If you were to travel back in time and if you were to see a Parasaurolophus, yeah, those things are freaking ginormous. And they're not peaceful either. They will try to hurt you if they feel threatened. But anyways, and yes, Teleanimated did say they could potentially make noises. That is actually not true. Parasaurolophuses, they can actually make noises, because scientists actually discovered that the crest was actually hollow. So, if the dinosaur were to take a deep breath, it could have made a sound that sounded like a foghorn, or some other kind of noise, but, you know, you get what I'm trying to say here. So, yeah, Parasaurolophus, definitely a very cool dinosaur.
On-screen Triceratops.
Not my favorite, though, obviously.
Spiked frill, 3 head horns, and elephant-like feet. Plus, their poop piles are
That's not bad.
disturbingly enormous.
Yeah, that is pretty disturbing.
An elongated head, large
My boy's got some diabetes.
higher eye placement, and distinct hexagonal scaling. Also, their frill could have housed more unique patterns. The live
Nothing that I have to say about the Triceratops. There we go. We got my boy T-Rex. Okay. We basically saw this T-Rex in like previously, like before the video that we started in. But that right there is just absolutely hilarious. I really love that. Shout out to my boy Telling Animated. But anyways, so laughter aside, this T-Rex was very accurate for the time, obviously. But obviously nowadays it isn't. T-Rexes have lips. T-Rexes have some feathering. Not totally, but some. And, of course, pretty similar to, like, what elephants have. Not feathers, but just hairs. And, obviously, they can actually see. They have the most amazing, eyesight of any dinosaur known to man. And they also smell very well, too. Seriously, they can literally smell, prey for, like, a mile away. It's absolutely terrifying.
Tinier arms, possible feathering, added lips, and impeccable.
Exactly what I said right there. That's just the prehistoric planet T-Rex, though.
Hands, enlarged sickle claws, and cat-like eyes. Adorable raptor hatchling is also seen.
That's kind of cute, but also kind of disgusting at the same time, not gonna lie.
Bird-like legs, arms, and facial features,
Okay, now this Velociraptor, I will say this. The real-life animal actually looks a lot more adorable than the film counterpart. The film counterpart looked absolutely terrifying. But this one looks actually very adorable. But that dude can actually kill you. Even though that's literally the size of a 6-foot turkey. It's pretty terrifying when you really think about it. It's terrifying.
They were definitely clever girls, but most dogs couldn't turn a door handle. Although...
Actually, fun fact, he basically said that velociraptors may not have had slit pupils. That might actually not be the case. Because, well, I mean, I think that there was a recent study that was just done that basically stated that Velociraptor may have actually had some feathers, to be honest. Well, not feathers. Obviously, we knew that they had feathers, but I meant the eyeballs. So, basically, they basically said that Velociraptors could actually have slit pupils, so that is actually inaccurate on his part.
The movie raptors are actually based on the larger Deinonychus, which had a
that is true.
Snout. While real-life raptors
that is true.
More like turkeys, they were very much
the kid.
Deadly animals. So,
true.
Videos covering each Jurassic sequel. Share this video and comment down below to let us know.
Which actually leads very perfectly to the next video, which was the Lost World Jurassic Park one that we were gonna be reacting to. Hence why I'm making this video. So let's go and see the dinosaurs here.
So, you're heading to another dinosaur island. How do the Lost World's dinosaurs stack up against the latest science? Let's find out now. Animated.
Yes, let's.
Tiny Compsognathus have a long neck and tail, tapered base, and vibrant green colors.
Okay, the Compsognathus, by the way, very terrifying. Those things can literally eat a frickin' baby and frickin' kids with no problem. They are highly aggressive. But the real-life animal, as we'll soon see, they are actually not very aggressive. They're actually very skittish animals. But these dudes are definitely not skittish at all. They're absolutely terrifying.
Though the females are less vivid.
I don't like these guys at all.
Real-life compies had a more horizontal stance, a prominent third finger,
That one I knew.
proto-feathers, and like all theropods, their palms faced inward, so no zombie hands. They also could have grown larger than their on-screen equivalents.
Okay, that one I did not know. I did not know that compies were actually bigger than their film counterparts. I did not know that. That actually made it even more terrifying, to be exact. But, yeah. Nothing to say about the compies, other than they're kind of adorable in real life. And they're also skittish, so, you know. You have no business with that one.
Has a beige coloring with reddish accents, and
I do like this para, by the way. I do like this one. We're not talking about the para again, but, you know. Okay, wait 1 minute. He is gonna be, he is gonna add more to the Pachycephalosaurus. This is not actually what he looks like in the movie. But can I just say this? He literally looks like those dinosaurs that you see in some Charles R. Knight paintings. Like, let me just show you one as an example. You see what I'm saying? Like, it literally looks like this painting. I mean, obviously, this is a T-Rex, but I mean, you get what I'm saying here. I mean, that literally looks exactly like that. And also, like, many of those other ones. Like, look at that. That literally looks exactly like what we saw in the video. I mean, come on, man. Like, even this one. Look at this thing. That's, excuse me, can I please make the image bigger? Thank you very much. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's totally the Pachycephalosaurus that we just saw in that video. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to show you, some of those paintings. Because, I mean, it literally looks like those. Until you added, that. And now, it does not look like a Charles R. Knight painting. If you know, you know. I will say this. The real-life animal looks absolutely amazing. Obviously, once again, this is just another prehistoric planet, Pachycephalosaurus. But still, that right there looks absolutely beautiful. I love the green, I love the red. Beautiful. I love it.
May have used their thick skulls for displays of defense. The returning has deeper colors.
Got him.
Still lacks the ostrich-like appearance the real dinosaur possibly had.
Oh gosh, there's more ostriches.
High-placed nostrils, an S-shaped neck, elephant-like legs, yellow coloring with added stripes, and a long tapered tail.
And I'll take it one step further. That Momentosaurus, that dude is also massive. If you've seen the movie, then you know that they're huge.
One that appears on screen is actually a Brachiosaurus from the first film that's been stretched proportion.
Fun fact, I actually did not know that. You'd think with me actually watching Jurassic Park movies, you'd think I know that. But no, they didn't. My boy Telling Animated literally said it was just a Brachiosaurus model just stretched out. I mean, I guess now I see it. I guess I can kind of see it, but still, I did not know that. Shout out to my boy Telling Animated.
In reality, Momentosaurus had a bigger neck, an angled stance, more unique feet, and a possible club-shaped tail tip, while their nostrils were in a lower position and they had a more bulbous nose shape. The on-screen
very true. They have very thick necks. They're thick boys.
And a prominent beak. The real-life stag was elongated, had thinner appendages with less toes, a downward sloping tail, fuller lips, and hexagonal scaling. Their plates.
They also, and I'll take it one step further, they also have long necks as well, surprisingly. So, Stegosaurus we can actually talk about here. Not too much about the design, but I want to talk about a myth about Stegosaurus. You see, when Stegosaurus was first discovered, there were some theories going around that Stegosaurus might have actually had a second brain in the hip, right here. Of course, that's later proven to be false, because, well, because Stegosaurus has a very tiny brain, obviously, we all know that. But because it had the very tiny brain, they just thought that it was, that the brain was on the hip. However, that's actually not the case. It was actually, Stegosaurus did not have a second brain. We don't even know what the cavity thing in the back of the Stegosaurus, even is. But, hopefully, at some point, we will get to him to know. I hope. So that way we can end this mystery forever.
Likely extended beyond their skeletal structure and had possible distinct patterning. They were also smaller than their movie counterparts. The film's
that one I did not know. I did not know that they were actually smaller. I thought that they were like the same size.
Like their parents. Interestingly,
that's adorable. I love the little babies.
Scientists once believed they had an additional butt brain.
Exactly what I said. It is unlikely, that's for sure.
Has more splotchy and saturated colors than the original film's T-Rex.
That's the doe. And we've got the buck.
A more prominent dewlap and larger nose ridge. Although the real, more full-body Rexes.
I do appreciate that they did give him a dewlap to make the neck a little thicker. I do appreciate that.
Prominent eyes. While the real-life juvenile.
Oh, guys. I know that we're going to go to, like, the real-life baby T-Rexes, but we can't ignore my boy Junior. Like, look at him. He looks so cute. I love Junior, man.
They had slimmer features, smaller arms, and some soft feathers, making them
obviously
enough to borrow from their parents.
Obviously.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, nah, bruh.
Have translucent wing membranes, blue accents, a bird-like beak, prominent head.
But I will say this: the real-life Tyrant
were thicker, had flat feet, fur-like pycna fibers, larger upward-pointing beaks, and their wings were less bat-like.
The real-life T-Rexes, their babies are absolutely adorable. I'm just saying, those things are cute. And yes, they did have some feathers, even though that there aren't any evidence to support that. But anyways, so in terms of the Pteranodon here, nothing to physically say other than in the Lost World, those Pteranodons were actually very accurate for the time. Actually, I actually quite like the Lost World Pteranodons. But these ones are still the OG. So, you know, honestly, I'm going with the real-life one.
The smaller females had less prominent head crests, while the males likely used theirs to attract their mates.
That's true.
B's Triceratops has straighter horns, and its skin appears less brownish. Chubby baby trike is also spotted, although
and that's adorable too.
Features, an odd head shape, less prominent frills with possible colorful patterns, and their eyes were higher up.
Oh, that's so cute.
Their parents were far stranger looking than their movie counterparts.
Yes. Life is stranger than fiction.
Colors similar to the original film, while the male velociraptors are orange with dark stripes and yellow eyes.
I freaking love the Lost World versions of them. I'm just gonna say right now, let's just get away from that tragic thing that we just saw right there. I freaking love the tiger-striped raptors. I'm not so sure why. It could just be because of the colors that kind of reminds me of a tiger. I guess that could be that, but honestly, I don't know. I just really love these dinosaurs. I don't know. They look cool though. I like them.
Although these clever creatures can be taken down by awesome gymnastics, they're still quite different than their smaller avian-looking namesakes, or their on-screen inspiration, Deinonychus. But the film raptor scale is closer to Utah raptors,
yes,
described at the time of the first film's production. So, once we continue this series, share this video, press like, and comment to let us know.
Yeah, Utah Raptor was an absolutely ginormous animal. I know that I said that Dilophosaurus possibly did not have feathers, because, well, it was too big. Well, Utah Raptor was probably bigger than Dilophosaurus. So, you know something? Honestly, I was kind of wrong about that. I'm sorry, Dilophosaurus fans. And finally, for the last video that we're going to be reacting to, we're going to be reacting to D-Rex vs. Indominus Rex Animation Battle by Gazillod. So, let's see, who's gonna win this fight. By the way, guys, if you're still, with me in this video, you're a legend. Just saying. Because this video is a pretty long one. I'm sorry, that I gave you guys some very long facts. I'm sorry. I'm sure that you guys probably wouldn't mind, but, you know, you just may never know. We got my boy Indom here. By the way, guys, those things were from Peter Jackson's King Kong. I'm not so sure what they're called, though, but that's what they are. Is that D-Rex? Yup. My boy D-Rex. Looking creepy as ever. Obviously, this isn't what the D-Rex looks like now, because we've got some new leaks, by the way. But I still like this version better. Not gonna lie. Here we go with the fight. Who do you guys got? Do you got Indominus Rex? Or do you got D-Rex? Personally, I'm going with the Indom. Not sure why, but I just think so. Oh, hold up. I might have been picking the wrong guy here. Hold on. Hold up. Ah! My goodness. That was savagery. Oof. That scar looks painful. And of course it can heal. No problem. Ooh, we've got some intense music going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Voice crack. You see, like, that's the one cheating thing about Indominus Rex. Because she can go invisible. That's a little bit... It's a little, you know. Oof. As I was saying, that's a little, that's a little bit of a cheat code. Anyways. I thought the Indom was dead there for a second, I'm not gonna lie. Oh no. Please, no. Don't do it. Don't do it, D-Rex, please. Don't you dare do it. Spare her, please. Oh. Yep. He did not. He's dead. Is that the Spino? Hold up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're gonna be reacting, that's where we're gonna end this video, but we might be seeing, the Spinosaurus and D-Rex fight, possibly in the future. Godzilla, if you're watching this video, is there gonna be a part 2 to this? Please just tell us, fans, please. But, anyways, so, if you picked, the Indominus Rex in the, in this video, then, well, you lost that one. And also, which dinosaur did you like better? Did you like the real-life animals, or did you like, the film versions? Me, personally, I think, I personally like the real-life versions, just 'cause. But, the Jurassic Park ones weren't bad either. So, anyways, guys, if you guys, have enjoyed this video, then hit that like, also that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and also the notification bell. And I will see you guys in another video. Thank you guys so much for watching with me. I love you guys. Goodbye.